our fireplace mantle for Halloween. While I was on vacation for about a week, my daughter, Hannah, redid the mantle. She did a beautiful job, and I can't wait to show you. It is vintage, it's retro from the 50s. It includes one of our printables from the Etsy shop. There's just so much to tell, so let me stop here and I'm going to walk you through each little piece on the mantle and even show you some behind the scenes while we were creating it. So let's get started. To start, my daughter created this vintage retro printable that we offer in our Etsy shop. So we had it printed at Walgreens, 20 by 30, and then we actually even bought the frame at Walgreens, which I thought was a pretty good frame. So altogether, it cost about $25. Okay, next is the man in the moon, or moon face as some people call him. So my daughter drew him last year when we did our witch's mantle. I'll put a link to that in the description so you can go check it out. But we wanted to include him again because he matches this moon face up here, and we thought that would be a lot of fun to include it again. Plus it gives you another big piece to the left to help really make your mantle dramatic. Okay, so next we added these vintage looking jack-o'-lanterns. We used these in our Harry Potter tablescape years ago. So these jack-o'-lanterns, we cut their eyes, their nose and mouth out, and then we've added these battery-powered candles to the inside. So this one is on a cake stand, and then there's another one on the other side that we just sat on the mantle. So next we added a small cupcake stand with a small jack-o'-lantern on this side, but on the other side, we added this really cool retro radio. This has gotten so many comments on Instagram. People want to know, where did we get it? That is the coolest thing ever. But what makes this even more fun is that it actually plays the news and tunes. So listen to this.
It's the WNN Sports Desk Update, your source for all the scary sports news. From behind the lines of the Witches' Coven, the Witches' annual Capture the Ghost Championship was held yesterday, and it was quite a game. In the end, the horrid hags prevailed over the creepy crones, and the warts ended up ahead to claim the title and take home the coveted Purple Wart Trophy.
Next, my daughter found this gorgeous felt ball garland that has all the colors that match the artwork that she designed. So she did layers. She did a bat design on the top with another ball felt piece, and then this other one that has the black and the orange, the gray and the white. That there was a little bit of negative space to the left of the mantle. And so to fill that in, we decided to cut out these bats and stick them to the wall and have them come from my old antique Mora clock. And we thought, isn't this cool? Like, it's like the bats have been living in the clock all this time. And on Halloween night, they come out and they fly over because they have to get to the man in the moon, because that's what they do every Halloween. Okay, so if you have a mantle that's really pretty on the top, don't forget your hearth. So on the right side, we created this 3-foot ghost. We created this ghost out of things I had around the house. So we used a doll high chair, then we put a lamp on it. We put a sheet over the ghost with black construction eyes, and then to be able to turn on the lamp, we used this inverter generator by Ryobi. And this is the coolest tool. You want to get this because you will use it so much more during Christmas and other holidays. Okay, so then next, to balance the height of the ghost, we found these candlestick holders while we were thrifting. So we spray painted the tall one to match the small one. Then we grabbed this jack-o'-lantern. This is actually an old vintage jack-o'-lantern that I had chalk painted. So we removed the chalk paint and then added this little jack-o'-lantern down here that she also found at TJ Maxx. Okay, so now that you've seen all the pieces put up on the mantle, here's how it looks all put together. Thank you so much for coming and joining along as Hannah and I built this mantle. I hope it inspired you and gave you some ideas for your Halloween decorations. Again, I want to thank you for coming. I'll see you again next week on Sunday night at 7 p.m. See you soon.
This is your Transylvania weatherman, Vampire Vic, coming to you live from outside Count Dracula's castle. With the barometer falling as fast as a dead bat, I can barely make out the ghouls and goblins through the thick fog. We are closely watching the weather system moving in, and it looks like Halloween night will begin as a dreadfully gloomy evening. But later, the fog will lift for a downright terrifying blood-red full moon. Trick-or-treaters should prepare to have their wits scared out of them. And if you're out there on a broomstick, please fly safely and be sure to keep proper distance from other flyers.